Hey guys, so today I'm gonna try and do an anime ultraverse tier list, and yeah, this is the release version, right? So like everything's kind of new, and I'm still figuring it out. So if I sound like confused, that's because I am. But you know, we'll get through it. All right, so I guess I'll start at the bottom because that's easier, right? So B tier DPS. Okay, so basically this is where all your legendaries go, and like they're not bad at first, right? Like when you just start out, you'll grab your first legendary and like it feels good, you know, damage is decent and you're like, oh wow, this is strong. But the thing is, you're not going to use them for infinite or like late game. They're just like stepping stones, like filler units. So yeah, it doesn't really matter which legendary you pick, just like grab whichever one looks cool, use it to farm mythics, and then yeah, move on. Okay, moving up a little bit to A tier support. So these guys are like not bad, but they're not the best either. Orihime's one. She's like your budget healer if you don't have Healing Hunter. Like she does the job, you know, and she's cheaper to place down. So like that helps when you're low on money in early waves. But yeah, if you do get Healing Hunter, then you're probably just not going to use her anymore. And then there's Rukio. He's a rare, so like really easy to get, and he slows enemies. But again, it's kind of only good early or mid game. Once you're in infinite, like he's not really going to cut it. So yeah, both of them are like fine backups, not your end game supports. All right, now A tier DPS. This one's a bit longer because there's more units here. So first is Kuroku Black Evo, and honestly, out of the A tier DPS, he's probably the best. Like circle AoE, solid DPS. He's cheap to place, which is nice, but only 2 placements. So like you got to be smart about where you put him. Still, he can carry you until you get a secret, so that's really good. Then Bushy Brows Evo. So yeah, he's like your Earth DPS option if you need that element. His line attacks are pretty solid, and he's got that echo thing going on which does splash damage. It's not crazy high damage, but it's good enough that he can keep up with the S tiers if you position him right. Next, Janonus Evo. So this guy's kind of like Rock Lee but fire, you know, and he's got Scorch too, which is pretty decent as a damage over time thing. I mean, he's not like busted or anything, but you know, for A tier, he does his job. And last here, Limitless Sorcerer Evo. This one's like, okay, he's easier to evolve and you get 3 placements, which is actually nice, but the DPS is lower than the other mythics. So like, he's fine if you're struggling to evolve the others, but if you can, just, yeah, go for a different mythic. Okay, now moving into the big boys, S tier support. These guys are really, really good, like must-haves. So first one is Time Wizard Evo. He's one of the best slows in the whole game. Also has some decent DPS too, which is nice. The only problem is you only get 2 placements, so you can't just like spam him everywhere. You got to be careful with where you put him. Like at the end of a row is usually the best. Then there's Ant King Evo, who's basically the same idea as Time Wizard, but like with the water element. And he's a bit easier to get because he comes from an event. So yeah, if you can't get Wizard yet, then Ant King is a solid alternative. And then we got Bulm, and honestly, like there's nothing to explain. She's literally the only farm unit in the game. So yeah, you need her 100%, no questions asked. Just spin until you get her. Healing Hunter is next, and he's the best healer in the game. Like absolute must have for infinite runs. If you don't have him, you're going to struggle. It's that simple. And then finally for supports, there's Sea God Evo. He's another slow unit, and he actually does pretty good damage too. But the thing is, like evolving him costs a lot, so he's kind of expensive. Still though, if you don't have Wizard or Ant King, he's a good option. Alright, now for the fun part, S tier DPS. These are the guys that you actually want to chase after. First one, Destruction God Evo, and like he's just insane. Like best DPS in the game, no question. Full AoE, crazy damage, applies Scorch with both of his abilities. If you combine him with a slow, like the damage just goes through the roof. He's also really good in infinite, so yeah, definitely worth going for. Then there's Abyssal Beast Evo. So he's kind of like the second best DPS. He also becomes full AoE when fully upgraded, which is great, and he's got this echo damage thing that absolutely melts bosses. Some people even say he's better than Beerus because you get an extra placement, but like they're close. Either way, he's amazing. Now for mythics in S tier, you got a few.
As an Evo, really strong, almost secret level DPS at max upgrade. Downside is only 2 placements, but still really solid. Then Red Emperor Evo, who's top 3 for raw damage. He stacks bleed damage and has a cone AoE, so positioning's important, but evolving him's super expensive, so you know, keep that in mind. Azakato Evo is next. He's basically like a dark version of Shanks, so bleed again, but this time it's circle AoE instead of cone. 2 placements too, but yeah, still one of the best mythics. And last one is Shadow Monarch Evo. Another bleed unit. Bleed is just the best dot in the game right now, so you can't go wrong with him. Pretty much like pick whichever of these bleed mythics fits the element you need and you're good. So yeah, that's the whole list. B tier legendaries are just there to farm your way up. A tier DPS and supports are strong but not broken. S tier supports like Bulm and Healing Hunter and Time Wizard are absolute must-haves. And then S tier DPS, yeah, Destruction God and Abyssal Beast are just busted. I know I like rambled a bit and maybe like repeated myself, but yeah, I think that's it. That's the Anime Ultraverse tier list for release. Hopefully that helped you guys out.